Flex out into the slot.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Big Easy. Today in New Orleans, Louisiana, Caesars Superdome, home of the RNL Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Bears offense takes the field for the first time today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On the option. Plows through the defense. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Tootin. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake. On the move to his left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Marshall's offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Rides the back on the option, the give. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Marshall quick to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Got his man in the middle. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-hurry.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Marshall comes to the line facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Tootin. Bears the pressure. Complete to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Grab behind the line. It's Murray. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Banks to grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That brings them to within 1. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Tootin. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And he'll haul it over and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They go to the ground. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Tootin. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the right side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Goes to the option.
They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. Give to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail. Oh, and he can't get it out of there. Touchdown, Missouri State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
The only thing better than a punt block is scoop and score for a touchdown. Great job on special teams. Tons of athletes out on the field, and they take it to the house.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right down the middle. Got his man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Marshall quick to the line. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Trying play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone.
Got room on the return. Got the first down and more. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Looking to throw, it's Tootin. Fires to the big fella. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle. tackle at the 17. And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. Talk about an entertaining first half and always such a fun and vibrant environment there at the New Orleans Bowl. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Orleans Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
Yeah, I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the game.
And he's still running after the move. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quick completion on the out. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. The give to the single back. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. grab behind the line. It's Murray. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Marshall comes to the line facing third and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be fourth down. And here comes the punt team. He hopes it turns out better than last time. He had the other one blocked. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Back to throw, it's Tootin. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Might be changing the route. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Missouri State.
And the Bears are threatening on first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Marshall will be forced to punt. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Running into the open space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Tootin. It's complete on the right side. There he goes.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what to catch you, big fella.
The Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Bears trying to cash it in on first and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking for the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. The option look. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Bears! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. fired complete. At the 35, he's got room. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The thundering herd coming off that huge run might bring a little more thunder this time. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
Now they'll run the draw. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. Marshall will be forced to punt. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's Tootin. It's complete to the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. He's looking to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now on the option. Going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out